Hey guys, another day on the farm here, and it is time to go out and collect eggs. So we'll see how many we get, and we'll also take a look at those chicks. We have moved them out to the red barn. They were needing a lot more space, and I also had to get a third feeder set up for them today because they were just growing like crazy. Even with that third feeder, oh man, there was hardly room anymore. So we'll go take a look. Let the sun come in there. All right, look at that. Come on in. So here we go. You can see they are very happy. They're not, well, now they got excited. You can see they're not huddling under the lamps. They're enjoying all the space. This morning when I came and fed them, this feeder was full and it's basically empty now. A little bit left in there. And they were all crowded. They were all crowded around this thing. This feeder was full all down one side, about half full down the other side. That metal feeder out there was just full. They were all surrounding that thing. Water's looking good. They're definitely enjoying more space. And also with more space and getting older, we've not had any more casualties. So currently we're at 8, and hopefully, I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath, but hopefully we're not going to have any more. Man, it's finally nice enough that we can come out with just a t-shirt on. Yesterday was cold. Well, it had warm spots and cold spots, but man, like our weather. So sometimes we'll come up on a hen like this and we'll think that there's something wrong with them. They've been hurt, but as you can see, hey girl, she's just sunning. Perfectly fine. Hey big mama. Hey girl. Oh yeah, so sorry, so with the weather we can finally come out and enjoy it and not just run out and be cold and doing chores and getting stuff done, but it's more enjoyable when the weather's nicer. Alright, so here we go. So these are our nesting boxes. Nothing elaborate. We try to be frugal, get the job done without spending a whole lot of money. So this is what it looks like. The golf balls, for those who don't know, the golf balls are supposed to help with teaching chickens to not eat eggs. Apparently, if you have golf balls in there, then when you have new chicks who are getting ready to lay, they'll try to eat those. They'll realize that they can't, and that's supposed to keep them from trying to eat their eggs when they start laying. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't, so maybe that doesn't actually have anything to do with it. Alright, here we've got another one. They come out pretty clean. Like, as long as you have enough straw in there like we do right now, there's very minimal cleaning that you'll have to do on your eggs. Alright, another one down in here. Sometimes you gotta just pick a little straw off because the eggs are always wet when they come out. Those poor hens have to have some kind of lube around them to help get those eggs out. And this does not happen every time, but I see we've got an egg laying out there. That was not there this morning when I came and did chores. So that's a special one that we'll make sure we keep separate for ourselves, and not special as in actually special. Hey guys, so so much of this is normal for us that I could try to rack my brain and think of all the questions that somebody who's not familiar with this might have or might not understand and be like, why on earth do they have that, or what is that thing? So if there's anything you want to know about, feel free to put those comments or questions below. This is where our pigs are when we have pigs. This year we're taking a break because we still have several pigs in the freezer. So we have allowed the chickens always get this space for the winter, It just gives them a little more room when they're cooped up, because in the summer they can go free range, they can go all over outside. But in winter, they're stuck just in the barn, and they still have their natural instincts. They still want to be able to dust themselves in the ground and do all their natural things. They want to be able to peck and scratch and dust and all those things. And they need that dust for their own livelihood, so to help take care of themselves. So they get to have this space, and they'll... Hello, Speckles. So they'll get to have this space for the rest of the year too. And our pigs, like I said, we have so many pigs in the freezer still, so we won't be getting pigs this year. I'm a little sad over it because I've realized already I am going to miss them. They are a lot of fun to watch, and I do enjoy having the pigs on the farm. But we want to revamp our pig pen. We want to revamp some of our structural integrity of the fence and other things. So it's kind of nice to have a break so that we can do all that, because we would not be able to do that with pigs in the fence. So if I get too close, I'm going to scare them away. So this girl here, you can see all that extra muffing and whatever that she's got around her face. It looks like she's got a whole bunch of fur there. So she is an Americana. She lays like these bluey green eggs. She'll lay an egg like this. Sometimes you can think it's white until you actually see it next to a white egg, and then you can see that it's actually bluey green. And we get all different shades of bluey green from them, from sagey brown green to like a very light blue, like those mini eggs that you buy at Easter. That blue coating that's on them. We get eggs that color. And even the brown laying hens will produce different colors of brown for their shells. It's just got to do with the pigment, just the way they were created. Our kids get natural biology lessons all the time. It's fantastic. So, yeah, that's Chores, and now we'll go inside and get these cleaned up so they can go into the fridge and be sold. So she's a black Australorp, and then a lot of these other ones are Americanas or Colombian Plymouth Rock Cross Reds.
A cross with Americana Rooster.
Yeah, so some of these, it's hard to tell anymore which are true Americanas and which ones are not. I believe she is. I believe she's still a true Americana.
The white one there is a cross from Americana with the white leghorn.
Yes. Here comes Speckles. He's our Americana rooster. He's taken a bit of a beating. The spring was rough. He's a real gentleman. He'll do his little dance. He'll walk up to a lady hen and go, "Hey, can I mount you?" And he'll do this little dance. And if she squats down and lets him, then he'll climb on and be gentle. But we have had roosters, like last summer was pretty bad. We had roosters that were just brutal. When they wanted it, they wanted it. They took it from those ladies. And those poor ladies, they had lost feathers all over their shoulders, all over their tails. Some of them barely had tails left. They were in very rough shape. So Mr. Speckles here and Mr. Brown, they're gentlemen. They are nice to the hens, and now we don't have hens with only half their feathers anymore. Alright, well, it's time to get these eggs in and get them cleaned up. So actually, I talked a little bit there about having the straw in the nesting boxes and how that often helps you have cleaner eggs. You want to have cleaner eggs because, I mean, for one, it's just more cleanly, it's nicer, it's not so gross. But really what happens is when a hen lays an egg, she lays it with this protective coating on it, and you don't want to have to wipe off any more of that than possible, because it helps protect the egg, it helps it store longer, store better, so that your eggs aren't going bad on you. So like this one, I'm not even going to clean anything on that one. That one's good. This one now though, this is that special one that was down on the ground. So I think I'm actually going to crack it into a bowl right away, and then we will have to use it within a day or two. So, I mean, this egg is fine. There we go. That is a very nice, healthy egg. You can see by how orange it is. When we are... Here, let me put something yellow next to it so you can see. So that's yellow. That is orange. When we're getting our eggs throughout the winter and the hens are not free ranging and able to forage for their bugs and everything else that they like, our eggs are like as yellow as that pail. They have been free ranging now for, oh man, at least a couple of weeks. I think I want to say pretty much all of April they've been able to free range already. When they free range, the eggs are much higher in protein because they're able to go and find all those bugs, whatever else they all eat. So yeah, then we end up with higher protein eggs, and it's all good. So here you get a little bit of variety of all the different colors, all the different sizes. They're all pretty close, but here's one that's like a little more sagey, not quite sagey green, and this isn't even the darkest that we've had yet, but it's definitely a different color than these other ones. And here we have these browns.
Almost olive covered.
Yeah, kind of olive colored. This one's a little misshapen too, a little bit of a funny looking egg. That's the other thing that we sometimes get to see here. So the other thing we want to make sure that we do is, it's not always possible because sometimes the egg just seems round, but here you can see that this is a little more pointy than this, so we want to make sure we put the pointy side down. That also helps the egg to store longer, smaller chance of bacteria being able to grow. I forget all the science behind it and everything. It's a while ago that I looked that up, but that's anyways the point for that. So yeah, now we just put them in the fridge. I know there are a lot of differing opinions on if you should store eggs in the fridge, not in the fridge. You know what? I think it comes down to what you feel comfortable doing. And this may look like a lot of eggs to some people, but they'll sell already. All of a sudden we'll have somebody say, hey, do you have 4 or 5 dozen eggs? And then they'll be gone. Or all of a sudden we'll eat eggs a little more often. And then they're gone. And if all of a sudden I get too many eggs, I think my very first video when I started this channel was an angel food cake from scratch. It uses 18 egg whites, and then with those egg yolks, I make custard, an egg custard. So I don't know if it's actually true that it's healthier. I like to think it's healthier because then I don't feel so guilty eating it, but definitely very tasty. So yeah, so that's collecting eggs. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit the bell for notifications so that you don't miss any upcoming videos, and thumbs up if you liked it. Anything you want to know about that I have not touched on, feel free to put your question or comment in the comment section below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.